I greet you all and welcome you to the marketing and communication learning session. Today we are going to learn the different methods of monitoring and measuring customer satisfaction. If you are running a business, it's very important, it's vital, it's very useful that you not only monitor but also measure customer satisfaction. And today in 2026, many businesses are moving away from guessing how customers feel, because with the rise of digital tools and rise in demanding customer base, monitoring and measuring customer satisfaction has become a data-driven science. Because if you don't measure it, then you cannot improve it. That's why we, today's lesson, going to learn the methods. How do you monitor and measure customer satisfaction? One method is known as standard customer satisfaction metrics. You can use certain metrics. You can use, first of all, grouping the metrics, then we'll look at each and every metric. Standard customer satisfaction metrics. Standard customer satisfaction metrics. These are the industry standard yardsticks that are used to quantify feelings into data. The feelings of customers into data, into metrics. For example, you have the customer satisfaction score. Customer satisfaction score. The customer satisfaction score, abbreviated as CSAT. Customer satisfaction score. Now, the customer satisfaction score asks a simple question. How satisfied were you with your experience today on a scale of, say, 1 to 5? Where 5 to 5 will be maximum satisfaction. The one who gives you 1 just is that is a dissatisfied customer. So you can use a customer satisfaction score. How satisfied were you with your experience today on a score of 1 to 5? That is a metric. That is a customer satisfaction metric. Understand? Yes. Then we have the net promoter score. Net promoter score. The net promoter score candidates is another metric that we can use. Net promoter score. The net promoter score. This is a standard customer satisfaction metric which measures long-term loyalty by asking, how likely are you to recommend us to a friend or a colleague? How likely are you to recommend us to a friend or a colleague? Okay, such that we may have promoters, may have passives, we may have customer effort score, and so on. Understand? Net promoter score. So the score could be, say, from 9 to 10. This, you can categorize them as your fans. if you get a score of 9 to 10, that is 9 over 10 or 10 to 10, those can be categorized as funds. These are your funds. Then you may have 7 to 8. This could be passives. 7 to 8, those are passives. Satisfied, but they are not enthusiastic. Then 0 to 6 can be categorized as detractors. Right? It is still a score, net promoter score. You may ask your fans or your customers, how likely are you to recommend us to a friend or a colleague? Out of a score of 10, those who give you 10, 9 to 10, those are your fans. Those who give you a score between 7 and 8, those are passives. Then you have 0 to 6, this could be detractors. Detractors, these are unhappy customers. Unhappy customers. Understand? Those are unhappy customers. So there is the net promoter score. That is the second standard customer satisfaction metric. The third one is known as the customer effort score. Customer effort score. Customer effort score. The CES. Customer effort score. The customer effort score. This measures how easy it was for the customer to get what they wanted. How easy it was to get what the customer wanted when they visited your shop or they visited your website. How easy was it? And you can ask them, how easy was it to resolve your issue today? Because candidates in a busy market like the one we have in Nairobi or other towns, speed and ease are often more important than the price. People want to be served real quick because time is money. They want to shop and go do other things. So they may not consider much about the price, but the time you take to serve them. You understand? That is what we call customer effort score. So these are three standard customer satisfaction metrics. Customer satisfaction score, net promoter score, and there is the customer effort score. Customer effort score. That is one category of methods. The second category, this is number one. The second category or the second method is post-interaction surveys. Post-interaction surveys. Post-interaction surveys. These are sent immediately after a specific event, such as an M-Pesa payment or a delivery or a support call. And one method that can be used is just sending an SMS. You can send SMS or WhatsApp bots or email links. Understand? A survey. And the benefit is that the experience is fresh in the customer's mind, leading to a highly accurate transactional feedback. Immediately a customer purchases or immediately a customer has interaction with the company, survey is sent, questions are sent, the customer answers the questions, and we are saying you can use SMS, you can use WhatsApp, and so on. Post-interaction survey is one method of measuring and monitoring customer satisfaction. Number three, we have mystery shopping. You can do mystery shopping. This involves hiring someone to act as a regular customer to test your service standards without your staff knowing. If you are running a supermarket, say in Nairobi, and you have branches in Kisumu or Mombasa, you can send people in Kisumu to do shopping. They pose as if they are regular customers, but without the staff knowing. And what they check is maybe staff friendliness, they check the cleanliness of the shop, the waiting times, and whether the staff followed the standard operating procedures. You understand? So that's another method of monitoring and measuring customer satisfaction. Then there is 4, social media monitoring. Social media monitoring. This is called social listening. This could be monitoring mentions of your brand on platforms like TikTok, like X, Facebook groups, and so on. And that can help you do what we call sentiment analysis. You can use tools to determine if the vibe around your brand is positive, neutral, or negative. And customers are often more honest when talking about you to their friends than when they are talking to you in your surveys. So you can get information on customer satisfaction on social media. 5, another method is churn rate and repeat sales, repeat purchases. Churn rate and repeat purchases. These are behavioral measurements because you aren't asking them how they feel, you are watching what they do. For example, you have the churn rate. This is the percentage of customers who stop buying from you over a period. They are churning out. They are not telling you, but through the action, you can get feedback. Then there is the repeat purchases. The repeat purchase rate is a percentage of customers who have bought more than once. And the logic here is, if your satisfaction scores are high, but your repeat purchase rate is low, then your customers might be lying to you politely, or your competitors are offering better value. You may send your surveys and get positive results. You need to counter check those positive results with the purchase rate. You understand? Yeah, this is very straightforward. Churn rate, the rate at which customers are leaving your brand at a given period. Then there is a repeat purchase rate. The 6th method of monitoring and measuring customer satisfaction is the voice of the employee. Voice of the employee. The voice of the employee. Your frontline staff, like the riders, the tellers, the waiters, they hear what customers say every single day. You need to have regular internal surveys or feedback sessions with the staff. Because staff often spot trends, they spot frustrations. The staff can tell you that, for example, everyone is complaining that the new application update is slow, long before they show up in formal reports. So you can get also, you can measure customer satisfaction through the voice of the employees. So these are 6 methods of measuring and monitoring customer satisfaction. We have the standard customer satisfaction matrix, which comprises of number 1, the customer satisfaction score. Number 2, the net promoter score. Number 3, we have the customer effort score. The second method is a post-interaction surveys. Number 3, mystery shopping. 4, social media monitoring. 5, churn rate and repeat purchase rate. Then there is voice of the employee. That is all for today's lesson on methods of monitoring and measuring customer satisfaction. Bye-bye.